Roosevelt. We got you on camera, hands up! Foul number 1.
All league wins are good wins, right? I think, we had our moment there early in the first quarter, going into the, through the mid part of the first quarter into the second quarter where we kind of started to pull away a little bit. But then, we're young, and, we got 8 sophomores on this team, 1 junior, 2 seniors. And so every once in a while we do some young stuff. What we kind of were trying to say to these guys is like, when Centennial and Roosevelt play against each other, you're not going to get their C- game. We're going to get the whole thing. You're going to get their best effort, their best game that they've played all year. And I don't know if this is the best game that they've played all year. We've watched a lot of their games on tape, but it was definitely one of their best. So for us to be able to overcome that was nice.
Looked like it could have been a blowout early. You guys are up 26-14, and then all of a sudden they came storming back. How did you guys weather that storm?
They went on a big run in the second quarter, and, when the locker room we got chewed out, and we just came back, really responded.
How good does it feel to get this W?
It feels really good. The past 2 years, they've got the better of us in league. We split them, and then they won last year, so it feels good to, kind of just reestablish what we feel, how it should go in league.
We always want to defend home, and, it's a rivalry game. Last year we went 0-2 against them, and then we split the year before. So we just want to take care of business.
Isaiah Rogers came up big tonight, 30 points, and Jaden Yem, 16, especially in the fourth quarter, closing it out at the free throw line. Talk about those guys and the leadership that they bring, especially tonight.
Yeah, we rely on them a lot, and Isaiah Rogers, he's going to Stanford for a reason. He's a good player, and we put a lot of things on him. There's a lot of things that we ask him to do in order for us to win the game. He's got to score the basketball, but we also want him moving the basketball. We also want him getting other guys involved. When he finds that balance of getting to his shots while also still getting everybody else involved, we're a really hard team to beat.
Jaden really came alive in that fourth quarter. He had 4 threes in the game, but really helped you guys out at the free throw line.
Yeah, great player. Plays his butt off for us. Knocks down shots when we need him, knocks down free throws when we need them.
I kind of struggled a little bit the whole game shooting-wise, but fourth quarter I had 2 big threes, had a lot of free throws. I feel like that just comes with the work, though, just having a good mindset, stepping up to the line, and just trusting in my work.
Jaden Yem, he's the smallest guy on the team, but he's got the biggest heart, right? He's always out there fighting on a mismatch because everybody he guards is bigger than him. But his ability to knock down threes, and he was struggling there too. Second and third quarter, he wasn't making any shots, and it was funny. I actually said to the coaches, I'm like, can't really take him out because of the 3 ball. He's bound to hit one eventually, right? In the very next possession, he buried a 3, and he hit, I think he hit 3 big ones in the second half, if I'm not mistaken. But, both those guys, we rely on them a lot, and they're special players.